Hey, I'm uploading this video because I noticed something on YouTube that's really bothering me. Um, I played a song and uploaded it. I'm going to upload it. You'll see it on my wall either just before this or just after this. Basically what's going on is, and it's much easier to talk than it is to type, so I'm just going to make this video. I'm not going to get into too much detail. I'm just going to stick to the detail that has to do with the band. 1996, I moved into a bachelor apartment, and a couple of my friends from high school found out, and they contacted me and said, hey, we're thinking about putting a band together. Would you be interested in being the guitar player? Yeah. So from spring of 96 until late 1998, I was in a band called Shafted. We only played in the garage. We played a few places, like a flea market and I think a 16-year-old's birthday party. But I was guitar and vocals, and I was too nervous to get up to the microphone and sing live in front of people, only them. So I refused to do it. They got mad at me. We tried out a bunch of singers, and it didn't work out, and they just said, you're going to have to do it. And I said, no, I'm not. They got pissed off at me, and they kicked me out. Many years later, they contacted me, and they said, hey, we're doing a reunion. Would you like to come back? I'm like, sure. I thought they'd grown up by then. We were playing in the drummer's house, and he made a few rules saying, no wives, no kids, no this, no that. I couldn't make it to one rehearsal because my wife was out with my daughter, and I had my son. And I said, look, I'm going to have to bring my son with me because I haven't got a babysitter. And they said, no kids allowed. Yet, in the basement was the drummer's son sitting on the steps watching us jam. I still had my Fender M80, which wasn't very loud. He already had a Marshall half stack. He turned it up to about maybe 2.5, which is really loud. I had to crank mine almost full blast to be heard. He wouldn't turn his amp down. You could hardly hear me. Finally, I said, hey, look, I'm working at Value Village. This was back in 2008. I'm working at Value Village. I'm making some money. Do you think you could buy me a half stack and then I'll pay you back later? Never responded to me. Finally, they got back to me and said, look, because of all the drama, we decided to let you go again. Drama? You were making all these rules and not following them yourself. But whatever. Then, many years later, they took one of the songs that I wrote in its entirety, played it, and uploaded it to YouTube. I got pissed off, threatened them with plagiarism. They took it down. I can't really hit them with plagiarism because I don't own the song. I never copyrighted it. But on our demo, we had, actually, I'm going to go to my iTunes, and I'm going to go over the songs that we have. So we have Rebels of the Night, which I wrote in its entirety, all the music, all the arrangements, all the tempo changes, the lyrics. I brought the riffs to band practice. I said to the drummer, here's a song I wrote, put a beat to it. Rebels of the Night was written because of me. We have one called Coming Alive, which the drummer wrote. Losing My Grip, once again, 100% from the intro to the end of the song, I wrote it. Strip Teaser, again, I wrote it. Love Potion number 9, I wrote it. Integrity versus Despair, I wrote it. I wrote all the songs except Coming Alive and A Lifetime Away. I don't even like Coming Alive and A Lifetime Away because they were written by the drummer, so they've only got like 3 chords. It's kind of like a Green Day-ish song. but they're still playing Rebels of the Night and uploading it to YouTube. And it's like, hey, you know damn well I wrote that song. So why aren't you saying covering Rebels of the Night? Well, yeah, covering, because I'm thinking back saying, okay, even if they wrote a little bit of the song, they can still say we're playing a song from back in the day that I co-wrote. No. Rebels of the Night I wrote in its entirety myself. So they're covering it. Even though they were in the band, they didn't write a single note. I wrote all of it. I'm afraid of people saying, oh my God, what an ego. Like, who cares? You wrote the song. It's a musician thing. I wrote the song. Quit playing the songs I wrote. Write your own songs. Or people could say, hey, if it's your song, why don't you take it as a compliment saying that they're still playing your songs? It's because I want the credit. I wrote the damn song. Quit playing songs I wrote. Write your own damn songs. If you have to go back to songs that I wrote because you can't come up with anything, at least say, here's a song from back in the day when we were in a band called Shafted with Jay Gregory on YouTube. He wrote the song. Here it is. Then I don't care. But they're not giving me credit, and it's pissing me off that they keep going back to this song and playing it. Back in 2010, I think they did it, or 11 or 12, they did it, uploaded to YouTube, and they just said, oh, we're just playing this because we're embarrassed of this song. We would never play this song live when we play in a club because it's embarrassing. Yet you're playing it on YouTube and uploading it for anyone to see. I don't know. We even had, I'm friends with her on YouTube, there's our Facebook, we even had a girl that we went to school with try out for the band as a singer, and her and I did Spiderwebs by No Doubt. I thought she did a great job. I wanted her in the band. The other guys didn't, but because I kept saying, well, I like her, I want her in the band, they got me to quote-unquote give her the boot. Basically what I did was, she had the lyrics books. She was learning all the lyrics. I said, hey, can I get the lyric book back? I'm going to make a few changes. Got the lyric book back from her, and then just stopped talking to her. And I feel bad that I did that. But it was, they didn't want her in the band, and that was my way of nicely saying, not interested. Well, I was. They weren't. Yeah, it was a lot of drama back then once I was out of the band, because the other guitar player is a major control freak. And the drummer was basically scared of him. And just every time he said, nope, we're doing it this way. Okay. What? Just before I was kicked out of the band, me and the drummer were getting together. And we were actually planning on kicking the other guy out. I remember being in his basement. He played drums, I was playing my guitar, and I remember we were doing like some Metallica covers, like Creeping Death and a couple songs off of Injustice for All. I remember his sister coming down saying, damn, that was really friggin' good. Why is the other guy still in the band? Why don't you guys just continue on, the two of you, and find a singer and just get going? He was too afraid to kick him out, so they got together and kicked me out. They said, your style's too heavy for us. Yeah, because you play rock and roll in standard E, and I wanted to play songs in drop tuning, which I am now. But it's just, from a musician's point of view, I'm really pissed off that they keep playing the song I wrote and not giving me credit for it. I don't, and what it doesn't understand is, on some of my videos, I've got 1, 2, 3 views. Even though I post them on Facebook, it's like, well, no one's watching them. Why? That's why I put them up there. I want you to see. I want you to see what I'm capable of. And they've got 32 views on it. It pisses me off that they're doing this, that they're still playing the song I wrote, uploading it to YouTube and not giving me credit. It just pisses me off. I already looked up copywriting and stuff, and you have to pay for it. Oh, I can't do it yet. But yeah, that's why I'm making this video, is because the band I was in keeps playing one of my songs and not giving me credit for it, and it's just irritating the hell out of me that they're doing this. I can't make a comment because they'll go back to my channel and check it out, and they'll see that I took our demo that we recorded in the studio, it was on a cassette tape, played it on an old stereo, and ran the headphone jack into the microphone of the computer, and transferred it to digital. And now I've got our entire demo on our computer, and I can put it on rewritable CDs. I took our entire demo and uploaded it to YouTube without their permission. So I don't want them seeing that and saying, hey, copywriting. Well, you don't own it. I can't prove that they don't own it. I can't prove that I don't own it either. It's just a big mess. But like I said, from a musician's point of view, it bothers me that they're playing a song I wrote and not giving me credit. If you're still here watching this video, thank you for sticking around and hearing me out. Yeah, it just pisses me off that these guys are still playing a song that I wrote back in like 1997, and they're still playing it today and not giving me credit for it. It just really pisses me off.